Yo, what is going on? It's the DFS Shark. We are back with another day of some NBA hoops. Yesterday's lineup actually got refunded. Donovan Mitchell didn't play. So we had some couple other lines that we threw in the Discord, which we'll go over here in a second. But I just want to start off by saying if you've never played on PrizePicks before, drop this code in at sign up and they're going to hook you up with a 100% match bonus. So if you throw in 50, they'll match you 50. Throw in 100, they'll match you 100. This is a great way to get started and take advantage of some free house money starting off, right? And then CHALKBOARD. I always say you should be on multiple books because multiple books have multiple discounts. PrizePicks, to be honest, they don't do discounts too often. On Tuesdays, they do the Taco Tuesday, on Flex Fridays, and occasionally they have discounted lines. But CHALKBOARD, they have discounts every single day. Yesterday, they had 5 discounted lines, 5 or 4, right? 5 or 4 discounted lines. So continuously throughout the day, you'll have a lot of action on CHALKBOARD, and you can find plays that you won't find on any other sites like PrizePicks or Underdog. So if you want to check them out, try them out. They're only on Apple at the moment. They're going to be coming to Droid soon. Drop in that code SHARK at checkout, and they're going to do the same and match you with that deposit. But if you've been watching my channel, you know that I'm transparent with all wins and losses on the free plays and also in the premium Discord, right? So if you want to get in there, you know what you're getting yourself into. You're going to get full transparency in here. And we're showing all the wins and losses every single day. Right, so let's dive into yesterday's recap of all the plays. So I always do a quick recap and I'll give a summary. So we took a loss on Underdog yesterday. We've been a little cold there. Last week we had hit like 6 out of our 7 nights. And now this week, or the last 5 days, I think we lost maybe 3 out of our last 4. So we're going on a little cold streak on Underdog, which happens, right? It happens in betting. You have to be good bankroll management to be able to get through those losses, right? And then PrizePicks, though, we have been super hot. We won 5 of our last 6 nights. So this was the free play. And the reason I put an X is because I threw another play in the Discord once Donovan Mitchell ended up ruled out, and he ended up losing, right? Ended up losing that play. So we ended up splitting, which is a winning night on PrizePicks for us. So we won 5 out of 6 nights on PrizePicks, and we've been just crushing it there, right? CHALKBOARD, we took a loss. We ended up hitting 2 out of 3 lines. So not the biggest loss, right? Those 2 wins kind of salvaged some of our losses, but a loss nonetheless. But we're looking to jump back on the winning board today. And this was the play we had on PrizePicks that cashed us out, right? We had another line that lost, but you get that 3x on these 2-pick wins. So we cashed here. We had Leonard and Stewart on the under. So I will take that. Right? And if you want to jump in the Discord as well, this is where I'm sending all the free plays. The play I'm about to go over right now, you can see here, this is the play. I've already sent it out in the Discord, so jump into the Discord. There's a free play section. You can see all the plays I'm giving away. And if you want to take it to the next level and get all of my slips, if you go here to Shark Plays, or if you go to Join Premium in the Discord, or even in my description, you will see that, right? But this is where I'm sharing all of my plays every single day and giving full recaps as well. But let's dive in. Let's dive into the plays. DGF here is the #1 tool I use when it comes to finding these lines, finding these players, because in a split second you can look at all the major sports books and see where they're at. Right, and the top play they have today for us, if you want to play this, is going to be John Collins points and rebounds over 26.5. And you can see PrizePicks is undervaluing this line, 26.5. All other books have this at 27.5, so that you're getting a full point of value on John Collins here, which is the great thing about DGF, right? You just hit the refresh button and it updates instantly. If you're someone who doesn't have a lot of time, you just want to kind of see where the top plays are without having to rely on somebody, DGF's the tool for you, man. It is a tool. If you drop in that code SHARK at checkout, they're going to hook you up with 25% off your first month as well. Let's get into my plays and what I'm going to be rolling with. So my first play, I'm going to be going Tyus Jones. Hopefully these lines are still here. Tyus Jones over 10.5 or 9.5 assists. Here we go. Here, Tyus Jones over 9.5 assists. And so if we get into the game flow here, so we got Wizards against the Jazz, right? +6, so not the biggest spread. It should be a close played game for the most part. And it's a over 238 total. So I think this is the biggest total on the night, right? This and the Thunder Lakers game, but over 238. When you start pushing 235 plus, you know it's going to be a high-scoring game. So with the high-scoring game, I expect Tyus Jones to be getting a good amount of assists. Right, the line is pretty high, but he has been absolutely crushing this line lately. If we look at his last 5 here, he's gone over this line 60% of the time. His last 10, 60%. Last 20, he's been at 40. And their lone matchup this year They played him on January 25th, and he went over for 14 assists. And if you look here at his last, let's go to his last 10, he's been crushing this line, right? He's only gone under two games out of his last, 8? So, but you can see he's 16, 15, 14, 11, 17, 11. So he can absolutely crush this line as well. In the game he did miss here against the Clippers, he had 9. So he's still putting up assists. He's been doing well, playing really good ball lately. He's been playing heavy minutes as usual, right? He plays 32 to 35 minutes a game. And I'm not even sure what happened here. I guess it was just they got blown out, which is the reason why he didn't even hit this line here, right? You can see he had 9 assists in 22 minutes. That just shows he's efficient with this time on the court. He can get out there and rack up the assists pretty quick. And they're also going up against the Jazz, who are the 29th team in assists allowed, right? So pretty much dead last in the league, and they are dead last against point guards. So they're giving up a ton of assists in a spread that's pretty close play. It's going to be a pretty close played game all game, and it is a high total also. So all the factors are working in our favor with Tyus Jones. You can see all the sports books: Caesars minus 133, DraftKings minus 135, BetMGM minus 135. I don't know if this is correct, but FanDuel minus 180. If that's correct, those are crazy odds. But Tyus Jones is going to be the play I'm locking in. And what's interesting is Number Fire, which this picture was like when he was 19 years old. But Number Fire actually has him coming in at 7.4 per assist. So they're way under our line here. Normally they're on our side, but this one they are way under by a lot. So we'll see what happens here. I'm still rolling with Tyus Jones. He's going to be my top play of the day. My second play of the day. And if you slide in over here, you can actually see as I go back, the line jumped up already to 10 assists. So depends on if you want to play this at 10 assists. There's a potential chance for a push. You just have to be fine with that. And this play I sent out in the Discord. So if you want to get these plays early so you don't see the line don't change exactly like it did right there, jump in the Discord. That's going to be the best spot for that. Let's go Paul George. We're going to be going less than 3.5 assists right here for Paul George. Slide over here to the flow of the game as well. Over 227. So they're right about in the middle. Not on the low end, not on the high end. Right about in the middle for total points. Minus 5.5. They're playing a tough Milwaukee defense though, right? This is why I like this matchup. In his last 5, as far as assists, he has been struggling, or he's been staying under this line, I should say. 3-3 and then 1 against Minnesota here, Minnesota is a tough defense as well. And look at this, they only put up 88 points against them. So last 10, right at 50%, but you can see more recently, he's been under this line a lot recently. Last 20, he's had to hit this at 60% of the time. So if you go to Milwaukee here, they're 13th in assists allowed. They're pretty much middle of the pack, a little better than middle. And then if we go to Paul George's position, they're at about 16th, depending on where they move him, right? If they put him at shooting guard, they put him at power forward. They're number 2 there. But Paul George, he's going to play heavy minutes. He always plays heavy minutes. But I think this is going to be one of those nights. They just have a lot of options there, right? They got a lot of people taking shots besides George. You know, you got Leonard, you got Harden, and you got these guys. So there's a lot of nights where Paul George, offensive possessions, he doesn't even touch the ball a lot. Paul George doesn't always have to do everything, right? He can just kind of pick his spot and then have someone like Leonard or Harden drive in and dish out to him. And he can shoot his threes, right? So I'm liking Paul George to stay under here. Let's see what Number Fire. Actually, before we dive into Number Fire, let me see what the odds are. So we got DraftKings and BetMGM minus 135, and we got FanDuel at minus 146. So heavy good odds are in our favor here. Paul George, they have him at 4.2 assists. So Number Fire is actually on the opposite side of both of our lines today, both of our plays. But those are my top 2 if you want to lock those in. These are 3 plays that I'm looking at and considering today. We went 3 additional plays here. We're going to be going Chet. And these are plays I might throw into my lineups later on, depending on if they're still there. But Chet Holmgren, more than 8.5 rebounds. I'm liking him clearing this line here. Next, we got De'Aaron Fox, and the play I'm liking was rebounds and assists over 9.5. So they bumped this up to 10, but you can see he has been absolutely crushing this line here. So if you want another solid play, this is a solid play. Just be aware of the push if you get it at 10. And then the last play is Vukovic. 2.5 assists. I feel like this line is just set a little too low for him tonight, because he has been hit this line 3 out of his last 5. You see he had 5 assists against a very strong Cleveland defense here, 3 against a very strong Milwaukee defense. So I don't think he'll have any issues hitting this line on Sacramento, since it is a small line. But that's going to be it for the plays of the day for today's video. Also, if y'all want some chalkboard plays, I dropped a video last night as well going over my top 2 chalkboard plays. I'll actually link that as soon as this video ends. You'll see that video. You can jump over there, and if you want to put notifications on me, I'm dropping videos like that every single night now on Chalkboard, going over my top 2 plays. I'm really trying to build our bankroll there, right, on Chalkboard. That's the goal there, because you can get some really good odds on players. It may be less payout sometimes, but you can win a lot more consistently because you're getting higher odds. So Chalkboard is a spot. Make sure you check out those videos as well. And also, if you like this kind of videos, me breaking down my insights, really diving deep into these plays, make sure you drop a like, drop me a comment. So last video, we were able to push 50 plus, right? It's the first time I pushed 50 plus in a long time. We actually hit 60. So I'm going to set the over and under for this video at 70. Let's see if we could push it plus that. I appreciate y'all. That's going to be it for this one. Y'all have a good rest of the day and take care.